It's not just dirt, it's a complex ecosystem with distinct soil horizons. The transition from nutrient-laden topsoil teeming with life, all the way down to mere crumbled rocks beneath. This intricate world beneath our feet is the backbone of our planet's biodiversity. It's not a one-size-fits-all kind of substance, but rather, it's infinitely diverse. Its formation and characteristics are influenced by a multitude of factors, including the parent material or the underlying rock, the local climate, and the topography of the area. But that's not all. The assortment of organisms that inhabit the soil, from the tiniest bacteria to burrowing animals and fungi, also play a critical role in shaping its profile. These factors collectively give each patch of soil its unique identity, making it a complex and dynamic system. Soil, therefore, is not as simple as it seems. It's a diverse, complicated system. But did you know soil is very much alive? That's right, beneath our feet exists a bustling world of microorganisms, plants, and animals. At the heart of this subterranean metropolis are mycorrhizae, a type of fungi that lives symbiotically within plant roots. These tiny entities form complex underground networks that connect entire communities of trees. But these networks are not just for show. They serve as lifelines for the trees, transferring water and nutrients from one tree to another. But the exchange doesn't stop there. Mycorrhizae also transfer chemicals between plants, a process akin to a secret language, allowing the plants to communicate with one another. These hidden networks, these silent exchanges, paint a picture of the soil as more than just an inert substance. It is a vibrant, living entity teeming with life and activity, celebrating the interconnectedness of nature's elements. Soil is indeed a living, breathing entity with its own form of communication. The sad reality is, soil can die. Much like the demise of a character in a gripping novel, the death of soil is a tragic tale of misuse and neglect. Conventional agricultural practices such as excessive tilling and the rampant application of chemical pesticides and fertilizers may offer short-term gains. However, these methods slowly but surely strip the soil of its life-giving properties, leaving behind a barren, lifeless landscape. This violent cycle of degradation is not limited to our farms and fields. It extends to our tropical forests, the lungs of our planet, which are being decimated for agricultural production. These practices not only kill the soil but also disrupt the balance of ecosystems, leading to a loss of biodiversity. The death of soil is not just about losing the ground beneath our feet, it's about losing the foundation of life on our planet. The death of soil is a real and pressing issue caused by human activity. Our actions today will determine the fate of our soil and in turn the fate of our world. Soil is also a non-renewable resource. This statement might be surprising to some, but when we delve into the process of soil formation, it becomes clearer. The creation of soil is an incredibly slow process, and it initiates from the weathering of bedrock. This weathering is a combination of physical, chemical, and biological actions that gradually break down the rock into smaller particles. But here's the catch. This transformation isn't something that happens overnight or even over a few years. It's a process that can take up to tens of thousands of years to form a mature soil. Imagine that. The soil beneath our feet right now could be older than the oldest recorded civilizations. This slow formation process underscores the importance of preserving our existing soil. Because once it's lost through erosion or degradation, it takes a very long time to regenerate. This makes soil a precious, non-renewable resource, one that we need to respect and protect. Soil, once lost, takes a very long time to regenerate, making it a precious, non-renewable resource. Mistreated soil can actually contribute to carbon emissions. Now, you may ask, how does that happen? Well, consider this. Our soil is a massive storehouse of carbon. When we convert natural grasslands and forest lands into cropland, and every time we till that cropland, we inadvertently release some of that stored carbon into the atmosphere. It's like opening a carbon Pandora's box that was safely tucked away under the surface of the Earth. But it's not just the tillage and conversion of lands that's the culprit here. Soil erosion, often overlooked, is a significant contributor to carbon emissions. It's a silent offender, gradually stripping the soil of its carbon content and sending it skywards. So you see, the way we treat our soil has a direct bearing on the amount of carbon we're pumping into our atmosphere. And it's not just about preserving the soil for its sake, it's about our climate, our environment. Soil health, therefore, is directly linked to climate change. On the flip side, soil can also help in offsetting carbon emissions. How, you ask? Well, let's dig a little deeper into this intriguing aspect of our humble soil. Imagine a forest regenerating after a fire, or a farmer opting for no-till farming. These are examples of practices that pull carbon right out of the air and lock it underground. The science behind it is fascinating. Trees absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, use it to grow and store the remaining carbon in their roots. Similarly, no-till farming disturbs the soil less, reducing the release of stored carbon back into the atmosphere. Manuring and compost application are also excellent ways to enrich the soil and sequester carbon. They introduce organic matter into the soil, which microbes then convert into stable forms of carbon that can be stored for hundreds to thousands of years. And let's not forget cover cropping. It's a method of planting certain crops to cover the soil when it's not being used to grow food. These crops absorb carbon dioxide and enrich the soil, further increasing its carbon storing capability. So, not only does this process restore degraded soil, but it also boosts crop yields. It's a win-win. Soil can be a powerful tool in the fight against climate change. And finally, soil is not just dirt. Now, you might be wondering, isn't soil just dirt? But the truth is, they are quite different. Soil is a vibrant, living ecosystem buzzing with life and teeming with nutrients. It's a complex mix created over tens of thousands of years that supports all life on Earth. On the other hand, dirt is soil that has lost its connection, its ecosystem. It's like a fish out of water or a bird without air. Cut off from its natural environment, dirt becomes a mere annoyance, something to be swept away. See, the difference lies not in their substance, but in their location and function. Soil nourishes, supports, and connects, while dirt is, well, just dirt. It's an important distinction, and one that carries a profound message about our relationship with the earth. Soil is a vital part of our ecosystem, while dirt is a nuisance to be swept away. Quite a difference, wouldn't you say? So we've learned quite a bit about soil today, haven't we? We've delved into its intricate nature, transitioning from nutrient-laden topsoil teeming with life down to mere crumbled rocks beneath. We've discovered its lively character, a bustling metropolis beneath our feet, interconnecting trees through a network of mycorrhizae. But we've also noted its vulnerability and mortality, threatened by harsh agricultural practices and deforestation. We've understood that soil is a non-renewable resource, formed over thousands of years through weathering of bedrock. We've recognized its role in carbon emissions when mistreated and its potential to offset global fossil fuel emissions when managed sustainably. And finally, we've distinguished between soil and dirt, highlighting the importance of soil as an ecosystem. The next time you see a patch of soil, remember it's more than just dirt. It's a living, breathing, complex, and essential part of our world. Let's respect it and treat it with care.